Everyone tells you that you have to invest in yourself, but how do you even save money in the first place, especially when you are in a relationship? Well, we are no experts, but we are a couple who manages to save over 30% of our income from our 9 to 5s without feeling extremely restricted. So today we're going to be sharing a few key things that help us save money so that we can set ourselves up for financial freedom. So if you are also on a similar journey, welcome or welcome back. I'm Carla.
I'm John, her fiance. Now let's get into it.
Starting off with the fact that we live in a studio and we have over the last 6.5 years. John was actually living in the studio apartment before I moved in.
The size is around 684 square feet, which is pretty comparable to a lot of the one bedrooms here in Miami. Now, we get the benefit of not having to pay an extra $1,000 by living in this space. Now, when I first moved here, I was paying around $1,500 or so, and we have been hit with a decent amount of increases over the last 6 years, and we're now currently paying around $2,200. But seeing as our incomes have also grown and we split rent, we've been able to, for the most part, not be impacted as much as some other people.
I also think that what's really helped by living in, a smaller space is that it really has held us accountable to not fall into a lot of consumption. That being said, do we still like to buy certain things? Sure. We definitely do, but living in a smaller space has really allowed us to be a little bit more intentional with what we bring in, or if we're gonna bring something in, we make sure that something is getting taken out because we are, quite frankly, limited on space. But we do really love our studio. Every single year that we've contemplated moving into a little bit of a bigger place, we just always crunch the numbers again. And if you know anything about rentals in Miami, it's that it just skyrocketed in the last couple of years. As John was saying, he originally was paying around like $1,500 for the same exact place that we pay now around $2,200 for. So that's crazy, but because our salaries have increased and we haven't moved into a larger space, it has still allowed us to keep saving our money.
And which allows us to go on nice vacations and also not have to worry if we want to splurge on a purchase.
So if you're considering downsizing or living in a smaller space,
don't knock it till you try it.
Another thing that has really helped us save a lot of our income is to really try to avoid lifestyle creep. Even living in a place like Miami where lifestyle creep surrounds you.
And you want to always go try the hot new restaurant, or you want to go buy the new fancy piece of clothing, or I don't know, just anything that Miami would bring for you.
Exactly. And tying it back to our first point of living in a studio, I think we both agree on this, is that choosing to stay in an apartment that, yes, has increased in price, but overall is one of the cheaper options in order to live in the location where we want to, and avoiding increasing the thing that is what's taken the most out of people's paychecks is rent. I know so many people, and I know John does too, of our friends or something that pay over like 60% or maybe even 70% of their salary on their rent, and we just refuse to do that. So we've decided to stay in this space and avoiding that lifestyle creep. Would we love more space?
Absolutely, we would love more space, but for the time being, it helps us to better align our goals and to minimize our purchases.
Now, this next one might be a little bit controversial, perhaps, but we also only have one car.
She is my passenger princess.
I am the passenger princess. It's a work in progress, okay? Either way, it is something that I need to work on, and I am working on, kind of, not really, but we will.
We'll get there.
We will get there. But even so, if I was 100% comfortable driving, I still would not want to get a second car right now. Like we've been saying, we live in Miami. Is it a super walkable city? Absolutely not. But we've set ourselves up in a fashion where I haven't needed to have a car, and just having one car has also really helped us keep our expenses low when it comes to that. I mean, you can talk more about the car since it's your car.
and luckily, the car is now 4 years old. I have a Ford Bronco Sport. It was my first new car ever. It has under 30,000 miles. It's completely paid off. I got very lucky because my previous car was a Volkswagen Jetta, and the reason why I decided to get the Bronco Sport in the first place was that the repairs for the used Jetta just started $1,000 here, $2,000 there. And when you realize that you're spending $3,000, $4,000 on a car for just repairs in a given year, you might as well put that money forward to actually get a new car and it be under the manufacturer warranty. So now having the Ford Bronco Sport, I love the car. She'll put a photo of it for the day that I got it, as well as just a couple of little photo shoots that I decided to do from time to time. But having one car really does help minimize the expenses, and it helps you not try to have lifestyle increases. Granted, would I love to have a Porsche or a BMW or Mercedes?
Or a Defender.
Absolutely. Yes, the Range Rover Defender was one of the cars that we were looking at back in the day, but didn't really feel like spending $100,000 on a car at that time.
And I think to reiterate what John was saying, he also got a little bit lucky when we did the trade-in because you got a really good value for your Volkswagen.
Actually got more on the trade than what the sticker price was for the car at the time, after putting over 42,000 miles on it in about a year and a half.
Which is kind of crazy. So that was great. And also the car is fully paid off now. So I know we didn't mention that, but the car
We did mention that.
Oh, did you? So I guess I was tuning out. No, but it also being paid off is great now because it's not something that's a reoccurring expense. And luckily, the Ford has been good to us so far. Fingers crossed that it stays that way.
A 3-cylinder engine does keep you out of trouble as well.
That's true. Yeah, it is not. If you're looking for speed, the Ford Bronco may not be for you, or the Ford Bronco Sport may not be for you.
As someone who is a Top Gear fan and does love cars, it is a little bit sad to say that I have a 3-cylinder engine vehicle, but it's nice and it drives well.
It does the job.
Exactly. For most people, their largest expenses happen to be their rent or mortgage, as well as a car payment. And our second largest expense happens to be our grocery bill. We tend to shop around the perimeters of the grocery store, getting some specialty ingredients from time to time, but definitely on a monthly basis, our grocery bill is quite up there.
It's definitely up there. I will say the caveat to that is that we do cook over like 80% of our meals, so that is why our grocery bill is so high.
Yeah, and we also meal prep. I like to make anywhere between 3 to 4 meals a week for lunch, and same for her. So we're really only eating out on a weekly basis, for lunch at least, once, maybe twice, 2 times max.
Yeah, and even then, like, we don't do it often, and if we do, we also pick kind of places that are super affordable, or if you do the math, it's essentially paying the same thing as your meal prep kind of is. So we do spend a lot on groceries. If you want us to do a video on like what we spend in a week on groceries, we could. I think that could be fun. You would be surprised at how much food we buy and we get through, but we do prioritize our health. So even though we are spending more money up front to get better ingredients, yes, we do like shopping at Whole Foods. If you're around Florida, you know what Publix is. Sometimes we go to Publix. We've tried Aldi, but it just, I don't know, the experience is just not the same, and sometimes we end up actually getting like too much produce and we don't get through it. So we're still trying to figure out probably the best way, but we also like, it's walkable to us, so we're able to walk there, get what we need. We've improved a lot and done a better job at not wasting so much food, because now we really buy what we consume. But nevertheless, we do spend a decent amount on groceries, but we hope that it keeps us, you know, healthy, so that we're saving money when it comes to medical bills and stuff like that, because ultimately that ends up being so much more expensive if you're eating unhealthy foods. So that's where we prioritize and spend so much on groceries.
And like Carla said, we could go to Aldi, but there's a part of it that we also like our variety. Aldi really would save us a lot of money though.
Now, in the spirit of saving money and keeping as much of your hard-earned paycheck, another thing that we do is that we really do a lot of free activities on the weekend.
And some of those free activities could entail staying at home, watching a good movie on Netflix or a new show that just came out, going for nice long walks when the UV index is at 10 is the highest one, right?
Way too high. And if you know, if you've been around my channel, you know I have a lot of skincare videos too. So wear your sunscreen. Piggybacking off of what John was saying in terms of like watching, first of all, we love being in our studio. We're both only children. We love being out and doing things, but we can also be homebodies too. We did not even go to the movie theater. This is a fun fact. We didn't even go to the movie theater until
It was 5 years.
5 years of being together. That being said, was that just for the sake of saving money and not going to the movie theater? Absolutely not. If you're a movie person and you love going to the movie theater and that brings value to you and it just fulfills something in you, by all means, do it. But for us, going to the movies is just not a thing. Like, we would rather watch it in our PJs with our favorite snacks at home on Netflix. But I just thought that that was something funny to point out.
We saw the F1 movie with Brad Pitt. That was the first movie that we chose, so
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
if you're a Formula One fan, you might say otherwise, but
Drive to Survive fans over here. But yeah, we do spend our weekends. We go on really long walks. Like the theme of this, we do like to take care of ourselves. We are very into like health and fitness. So we work out on the weekends, doing free things. We spend time together. We catch up during these walks. We do errands during the weekend, tidy up our studio. Obviously, because again, it's a studio, so you see the clutter everywhere, and it just helps us set ourselves up for the week, and in turn helps us save money on the weekend, which in Miami, it is so easy to go out and do things on the weekends and come back and be like, how did this weekend cost me $300 or $400? It's crazy. It just seems like the money just goes poof.
that being said, you still have to allow yourself to have some fun.
Definitely.
Now, the last thing that we like to do as a couple, probably multiple times a week, is we have pseudo net worth check-ins. Luckily, we live debt-free and we don't have to add that computation back to those net worth calculations.
Yeah, we're really fortunate. Luckily, debt is currently and has never been part of our financial journey together. I went to college on a full scholarship.
I had Florida prepaid and Bright Futures, and I also have to thank mom and dad for helping me fund my college experience.
Yeah, so we're very fortunate when it comes to that, and we know that, but we've also in our adult lives, both when we were single and now as a couple, we've also really made it a priority to keep that way and to, again, do all these things that we've been talking about to almost subconsciously be able to easily save and put money towards, our retirements, towards our investments, and just towards this life that we're building together. And part of that includes us having check-ins with each other. We're super financially transparent with one another. I think we were, honestly, from the beginning of dating. That could also be controversial. I know I have friends that are like, I'll never tell a man how much money I have. That is not us. Naturally, that is just not the way that our dynamic has worked. We have always been super transparent.
And being both only children, there's always the little pseudo competition.
Again, we're building this together, obviously, but we love having a little friendly competition because we are only children. And it keeps us motivated and inspired, I think, to watch one another hit certain financial milestones.
Hit our goals. We have lofty goals for this year. We'll see what the next 6 months bring. I will definitely get closer to the halfway point than probably the overall goal, but let's see what the market does.
Yeah.
That'll be a big factor.
Yeah, so we're just out there putting in the work, guys, doing the things to, again, try to set ourselves up for financial freedom, and hopefully these things that we do can maybe inspire you to do the same, whether you are single, whether you're in a relationship, whether you have a partner. They really are not that difficult. It takes a little bit of awareness, I would say. It's so easy to go in the opposite direction, but if you're constantly checking in with yourself and you're checking in with your partner, I think it's so much easier to hold each other accountable and just kind of evolve together when it comes to, yourselves and your finances.
And being on the same page. That's what's most important.
Yeah. So I hope that by sharing some of the things that help us keep over 30% of our income, it's helped you realize just how attainable it can actually be.
So let us know something that you do that helps you to keep more of your paycheck, or something that you're working on.
So if you are also into being more mindful with your spending, living intentionally, and designing a life that you love, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps to support the channel, and that way we can go on this journey together. And give a round of applause for John for being in his first YouTube video with me. Thank you so much. And if there's anything else you guys want us to make a video on, also let us know in the comments, and I hope to catch you in one of my next videos. For the last about 6 years now, right? John!
You're sad. So confident. You were so confident at first, and they were like 6 years or so.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go again. 3, 2.
I don't want to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. I can always edit it out if anything.
Me interrupting you?
3, 2.
People who are individuals, please let us know what you guys do as well.
No.
That was terrible. Let us know if there's anything that you all do. Okay,
No, just say,
I got it.
Say, so let us know.
So let us know the biggest thing, or
It's okay. Look at the camera.
something that you all do that helps you to.
It's okay.